Thank you, Nomad. That's right, AURORA. One game down in this series, looking at potentially heading down to the lower bracket when your backs are against the wall. So many times, this squad goes back to the 23 Savage Morphling. In fact, they did this last TI when they had elimination on the line against a very tough BB team. In Game 3, what did they go to, Avery?
Morphling?
That's right, the 23 Savage Morphling.
Oh.
Sumail is the 1 and 2 best mids in the world. One link they shared was that they were both monsters on the Storm Spirit, so I'm looking forward to see how no one performs in this game.
He's level 30 on it as well. One of his signature heroes, absolutely. This man likes to be able to jump everywhere, style with some disjoints. He's going to be trying to look for this Omni Knight probably in the fight, unless you're just at an overwhelming point where you can break through the front line. And if you can take that save out of the engagement, then this lineup really kind of breaks apart for AURORA because, like somebody mentioned, I think they are out-aura'd in this game. Like, Centaur is not going to be able to match Underlord in terms of boosting up his other cores, which could come back to haunt them a bit in the 5-on-5s if the Morphling and SF aren't independent enough in the team fight. Kaya, Yasha type deal, and maybe try and catch the Storm in the fights.
Jabs trying to fight his way out of the cogs. He has triple bracer plus a chainmail here, so he's pretty tanky to the physical damage, but the magic damage that is being provided by the Storm Spirit with the extra shield rune allows him to freely dive the tower.
7-minute wisdom.
And I think he was thinking about going for the wisdom rune, but ultimately he wouldn't have been able to do so as Lornoff has counter-rotated. On the other side of the map, he did have an attempt by Ollie to steal the wisdom rune. Katomi did manage to out-click him, though.
He's going to blind waveform.
Nope.
Feeling it. Interesting Morphling rotation, too.
As the next
ganked up here.
Ollie trying to burst him down, not let him get off the repel, but he does manage to get off his full swing of abilities, and that ruins the initiation from Cloud9. The team fight goes against them initially, but with DM in the back end, does mean AURORA. Oh, they got him on the lasso. Can they kill him, though? Not with the barrier put out by the Tinker, and it's going to be Jabs who dies instead. Q, as well as 23 Savage, are still trying for it, but he had enough mana that no one is able to zip down the cliff. A fear goes out. Lornoff trying to blow up Watson. Not enough damage. The neutrals almost finish him off. He went down to like 2 HP. That was crazy close.
Talking about it, but now he is really pulling ahead in Fishman. I mean, he's always on your wisdom runes.
He is always there. You gotta prepare for it. And if he pops out and tries to hit him with the cogs, he should be able to get the wisdom rune. Hits him with a hook shot instead. The wisdom rune is all his.
Big win. He's not even gonna die for it, man.
Nope. TP rotation coming in from the 23 Savage Morphling, who gets pre-repelled.
It's another wasted TP unless you just want to push the tower.
Yeah.
And AURORA not finding a lot.
Hook shot. The SF gonna be the target here. The Stampede cannot get him out in time. Ollie. Split focus, right? He's sitting on the Morphling, which leaves the SF available for the go. That's why no one TP'd away from that situation in the first place. They saw 23 Savages farming up Ancients. They saw that the Omni Knight was with him, so that leaves the SF the perfect target to go for.
Very heads-up play. And this is kind of the part of the game where Ollie's
barrier over and over and over again.
Found the Omni Knight.
Yep, good kill. 23 Savage cannot protect his support.
Well, Ollie will trade his life for an observed reward.
4-man here. 23 Savage is going to show on the wave mid while the other 4 make a move and catch Fishman. Cogs locks him in, makes it a little awkward, can't actually pull the Clockwork back to his team, and the Clockwork's going to go back in with a gate coming in from the other side. Lornoff does have BKB. Cloud9 jumped in and jumped out. A gate that came in from behind, and he does actually go through it. Hits him with the big pit on 4, then backs away. Cloud9 did a great job of poking at AURORA there. Got the BKB out of Lornoff without committing too much. All they lost was the Fishman Clockwork. Nothing too bad.
That was such an awkward fight. I mean, it's the last hero you want to find with this 5-man smoke.
Yeah. No one is trying to make use of this Aegis. Unfortunately, AURORA playing so grouped up and so defensively that they have caught a Centaur underneath a tier 2. That's just not a good target to go for. With a Pipe Blade Mail and Vanguard working towards a Crimson. And an Omni Knight behind him, there's just no way you're gonna really force this, so. Yeah. Tempted go on to 23 Savage with the Orchid. Not gonna be good enough initially, but with the follow-up there, Shackle Shot, Hook Shot, Cogs pushing him backwards. Rod of Atos holding him in, then a pit. It is disable after disable after disable that will finally bring down the Morphling.
Just infinite root ability. Need the BKB on the Morph to even play this game at this point.
Off with a Drag Lance.
Okay, here's the play you were asking for. The smoke to top.
Will it be good? Will it be good to smoke into an Underlord next to a tier 2 tower? Is Cloud9 going to rotate back to it? No, because they found something else. They were also making an aggressive move. They ran into the Centaur. And Jabs is going to be able to get off his full swing of spells. He may still be dead, but his team is coming into it. Fisherman really goes and hits the hook shot onto the Omni Knight. A Requiem goes out, but most of the Cloud9 heroes have already popped their BKBs and backed away, and they're trying to get 23 Savage. Big burst of damage, though, brings down no one. They do manage to hit a shackle.
Ooh,
that finishes them off. A big crit from Watson nails him right as 23 Savage is looking to wait for him away, and another root comes out. The SF, we talked about it, once the BKBs are down, there is seemingly infinite number of disables. A shackle shot that lands. Can anybody stop Watson? No, he just mows down hero after hero after hero.
Watson, God, he just absolutely took this fight over. I'm not even sure if that crit went through the wind run, because 23 Savage
damage.
He had stolen wind run there, and he got shackled down. I think it was running out right at the end.
The shackle
yeah,
at the end.
That didn't help him, but
got off the repel, Ollie. He has got to be really quick on the fingers, as you could see from what happened in that last team fight. There were multiple jumps by no one to try and get this Omni Knight.
You make the Tinker go into you. Unfortunately, it is not going to spawn, so this decision is irrelevant as Cloud9 are just going to force the fight. But you do have high ground positioning here. If you can protect your Omni Knight, this is the type of setup that could work for Aurora. Yeah, they're going to do it. I think this is the correct decision, but you have to be fast on the clicking. You have to pop your BKBs at the fight if the fight comes to you, and you have to think about the hook shot contesting Roshan.
The gate right next to the pits. They're about to finish up the Roshan. Can they get there in time? No one. Hook shot goes out, but he grabbed the Aegis. 23 Savage. Now it's an opportunity to win the fight with 2 lives. Lorinov already hitting the big Requiem. Watson's dicing him up, though. This whirlwind is kicking in. The SF inside of the pit. Heels coming out. Ollie in the corner trying to save Lorinov's life, and he doesn't. He gets the SF out of there. Jabs is still stuck, though, as is the supports. Ollie has been left behind by his cores. 23 Savage is still around. Not sure where he went to, but it looks like he is angling for DM. That's not going to happen. Too many disables, and he's going to lose his first life. And on his second life, is there anything he can do about it? No one's around to be able to help him out. Well, no one himself. The Storm Spirit is going to go for it. Nice shackle shot. Ollie is here on the side, but if he shows himself, he's dead, and it probably wouldn't save 23 Savage anyway.
Not enough gas in the tank to tank the second half of that fight with the Storm Spirit buyback.
This combination of just disgusting amount of sustain. Barrier after barrier after barrier. Defense matrix on all of these heroes from the side of Cloud9. You've got pipes going around, you've got heals, you've got Greaves, he's got the individual heal of the Holy Locket as well, and he's got a Scythe of Vice. Get the grab on the Wind Ranger, try and blow him up with the Requiem. Is it all going to be enough? So much commitment, but Watson is fine. He went down to about half HP and has about 2,000 HP and barriers left, and now he pushes forward, pops his Whirlwind, pops his Satanic, heals himself back up to full, and you have blown your initiation as Aurora. You don't really get a second chance now.
On cooldown for a minute here. You know, right before that fight started, I was about to say, you have to find this Tinker. They did not find the Tinker.
No.
And you can't kill anybody. You don't find this guy. This is what makes this hero broken on a certain level. It's find Tinker or bust, and this hero's very difficult to find at this point.
In the trees, defense matrix for everybody, a little bit of Solar Crest action. I mean, Aurora, if you want to take this fight, it feels like you have to be able to smoke wraparound or something. I mean, you said the Bat Rider has got to be hunting his counterpart in the Tinker, and I'm not sure if we've seen that interaction once.
You just have no dispel for all these barriers and everything going out. Like, you don't really have a Hex of your own. Get Matrix, someone's getting Warp Flared.
I mean, MKB would go a long ways if he could get it. But he's spotted right as he's about to complete it on the hard camp. He just needed a little bit more farm to complete the MKB. Gets caught in the act with 2 lanes of barracks already down. No buyback available. It is inevitable at this point that Cloud9 will get Megas.
You had one team fight left in you, and that might have just been it.
Q. He's gonna go for it. Look at the damage. It's nothing. Not a damn thing they can do to Watson with so much effective HP put on this guy. No 23 Savage, no carry to actually get you there. And that will be a 2-0